Another busy transfer window took place at Stamford Bridge this summer, where the club again smashed their record fee to complete a deal. They also saw a number of players who had been on loan make the step up at last to the first team, with some becoming regulars this season. The Chelsea Chronicle has now ranked all of Chelsea's new players brought in for this season who are currently still at Stamford Bridge. Let's explore this ranking with AG Chelsea TV. 12. Romeo Lavia, coming in unfortunately low on the list. There were high hopes for Romeo Lavia when Chelsea snapped him up from under Liverpool's noses last summer. However, injuries have played a horrible part in his season so far, and he has been restricted to just one Premier League appearance so far. While there is no timeline on his return as of yet, there are positive murmurs that he could make his return in the coming weeks. 11. David Washington, in here mostly for his strong performances of late for the youth sides. David Washington will likely be feeling a bit annoyed at his situation right now. Following from the loans of Armando Broja and David Datro Fofana, he may have been expecting some opportunities for the first team in 2024. However, he has hardly even been named on the bench, and will likely be out on loan next season. 10. Leslie Ugarcu. Leslie Ugarcu was brought in under the radar over the summer, and many expected him to feature little this campaign. However, he was even handed a start in the Premier League in the early stages of the campaign, hinting that there is a lot of talent in there. A recent injury has seen him ruled out for months now, however he has shown plenty of promise that he could be useful in the future. 9. Christopher Nkunku. Despite his injury problems being well documented, Christopher Nkunku has used his minutes to show that he will certainly be an asset in the attack. His goals against Wolves and Liverpool came when coming off the bench, and he has hardly been able to start a game this season. It is strange to think that he was brought in with the hope of carrying an attack, however a fully fit Frenchman has certainly shown he can be the glue. 8. Robert Sanchez. Originally brought in to be the starting goalkeeper at the club, Robert Sanchez has been found riding the bench for most of the time he has been fit in 2024. It is fair to say he has been underwhelming for the Blues this season, and his most recent performance in the FA Cup did little to change people's minds. His replacement may have also made an impact, with him coming in and changing their fortunes between the sticks. 7. Axel Disasi. Availability has been a rarity for Chelsea this season, and the fact Axel Disasi has been there for near enough every game speaks volumes. Despite a few notable bad moments, he has largely been a rock this season at the back, and is someone who clearly loves playing for the club. It remains to be seen if he has proven enough to be a starter for the future, with reports they may address the position this summer. 6. George Petrovic. Signed from obscurity in the MLS, George Petrovic has arguably been the surprise breakout star in the Chelsea squad this season. He had to wait until December for an appearance, but since then has only given his space up for the odd cup game. Chelsea fans are almost unanimous in their wanting of the Serbian to be their number one for the rest of the season. 5. Levi Colwill. Returning from a very successful spell on loan at Brighton, a lot was expected of Levi Colwill in his first campaign as a Chelsea player. After the weird experiment of playing him left-back seems to have come to an end, supporters have finally been able to see the best of the young defender. Despite his recent injury, he will no doubt be instantly recalled to the starting side when he returns to fitness. For Nicolas Jackson, arguably the surprise success story of the season when taking into account his first few weeks in English football, Nicolas Jackson is now a must-start for Chelsea. Whether it is him directly providing the goals, his ability on the ball has helped the Blues do so much good stuff in the final third this season. He is starting to form quite the pairing with another name who is yet to be mentioned on this list too. Nicolas Jackson opened the scoring against Newcastle with his 12th goal in all competitions. Didier Drogba managed 16 in his first season at Stamford Bridge, 2004 to 2005, but left as a Chelsea legend, having scored a total of 164 in 2 spells at the club, ending in 2015. You all are now seeing how Jackson is improving, said Pochettino. The most difficult thing was to support him when it was tough. I told you I really believe in him. The numbers are similar to Drogba in his first season. That maybe gives the fans more belief in him and they will be a little more patient with him. But always it depends on the circumstances. Now I hope people can start to understand he has the condition to be very good. 3. Moises Caicedo. A lot of hype surrounding this signing was expected, given the fact that Moises Caicedo set the club back a record transfer fee. Criticism was always going to come his way. However, when actually watching him, it is clear to see Chelsea have got a brilliant footballer on their hands. With him and Enzo Fernandez getting a better understanding every time they play, there is a positive future ahead for the Blues in the middle of the park. 2. Cole Palmer. Extraordinarily not at number 1, Cole Palmer has been a revelation in attack this season in what has been his first as a regular starter. 28 combined goals and assists is a figure Chelsea fans have not seen from any player in a few seasons, even though we are only in March. With his recent call-up to the England side again, he has a great chance now to prove that he should be starting at the Euros. 1. Malo Gusto. Despite being signed back in January last year, Malo Gusto did not get to work as a Chelsea player until this season. Being thrown into the deep end to replace club captain Reece James, the best compliment that can be paid to the Frenchman is that his absence has almost not been felt. Showing he is one of the better fullbacks at both ends of the pitch, it feels as if Todd Boehly and co. have signed an absolute gem in Gusto. However, it is still impossible to accurately assess the level of success of these players at Chelsea because they are too young and have only played together for less than one season. Some of Chelsea's younger players are struggling a little bit to deal with the pressure of playing for the club, says manager Mauricio Pochettino. The Argentine took charge last summer when the Blues leaned towards young talent with their new signings. Pochettino said, "Not all the players have the same process to settle in at the club as Palmer, or to perform." Pochettino added, "One thing we cannot change is to give time to the players to get experience and be more mature. Yes, we are in a process that the main group, the main young players, they struggle a little bit to deal with the pressure to play for Chelsea. That is the thing we are, of course, aware of, and we are focusing on trying to help them in all the areas. When you have this young squad, it's not only to help them in training, in the maybe 2 hours of that. We have spent a lot of time talking with the people that work around these guys, who are important too." AG Chelsea TV hopes that they will overcome the pressure and succeed at the Blues. And that's the final content of today's video. Like, subscribe and turn on notifications to support AG Chelsea TV.